Karen's clipboard was her scepter, and the neighborhood her kingdom. She'd been ticketing Marcus's cars for weeks, convinced he was some freeloader clogging her parking lot. The first note read, "Too many cars move them," scrawled in her sharp, indignant handwriting. Marcus found it under his windshield wiper, chuckled, and tossed it into the glove box. He had bigger things to worry about, like running his tech startup and managing the 6 rental units he'd quietly bought in this sleepy suburb. But Karen? She saw his laughter as a declaration of war. Each day, she escalated. More tickets, bolder demands, even a tow truck threat. Neighbors whispered about her crusade, some rolling their eyes, others egging her on. Marcus's cars, each one a symbol of his grind from nothing to something, became her obsession. She didn't know he owned the lot she patrolled. Not yet. By week 3, Karen's notes were borderline unhinged. "This is MY neighborhood. Follow MY rules." Marcus kept every ticket, a growing stack on his kitchen counter. He'd tried reasoning once, knocking on her door with a calm smile. "Ma'am, I'm not breaking any rules." Karen slammed the door, muttering about entitled outsiders. Her fines weren't legal, but they were personal. She'd stand by his cars, arms crossed, glaring as he pulled in after late nights at the office. The tension simmered, a pot ready to boil over. Neighbors stopped whispering and started watching, phones ready. Marcus felt the weight not just of Karen's vendetta, but of every stare, every assumption about who he was supposed to be. Still, he stayed cool. He had a plan. The climax hit on a humid Friday evening. Karen, armed with her clipboard, had called a neighborhood meeting in the parking lot. She stood on a milk crate, waving a stack of her handwritten fines like a prosecutor. "This man," she jabbed a finger at Marcus, "is disrespecting our community." The crowd murmured. Marcus leaned against his SUV, arms folded, eyes steady. "You done?" he asked, voice low but cutting. Karen's face reddened. She held up a new sign she'd made. "No parking for non-residents." The crowd shifted, uneasy. That's when Marcus dropped the bomb. "Check the property records, Karen. I own this lot, and every unit around it." Silence. Then gasps. Karen's clipboard slipped, clattering to the asphalt. The crowd erupted, some cheering, others stunned. Karen stammered, "That's impossible." But Marcus pulled out his phone, showing the deeds. The truth hit like a sledgehammer. Her kingdom crumbled. Karen didn't back down. Not at first. She doubled down, accusing Marcus of tricking the system, of not belonging. The crowd turned, their phones now aimed at her. Neighbors who'd once nodded along shouted her down. "You've been harassing him for nothing," one yelled. Marcus didn't gloat. He didn't need to. He walked through the crowd, picking up her scattered tickets, and handed them back to her. "You're done here," he said, not cruelly, but firmly. Karen's hands shook as she took them. The crowd dispersed, leaving her alone with her milk crate and her shame. Marcus drove off, the hum of his engine a quiet victory. But the fight wasn't over, not for him, not for what it meant. The fallout was swift. By Monday, Karen's signs were gone. Her doorbell went unanswered. Neighbors traded stories. She'd been reported to the HOA, her fake fines exposed. Marcus, meanwhile, hosted a barbecue in the lot, inviting everyone. Laughter and music filled the air, a stark contrast to Karen's reign. He didn't talk about her, didn't need to. His tenants' families, students, retirees knew who he was. The guy who'd bought their homes to keep rents fair, who'd parked his cars to save spots for them. But the victory was bittersweet. Marcus sat on his porch that night, staring at the stack of tickets. Each one was a reminder not just of Karen, but of the world that made her possible. He'd won, sure, but the cost was etched in his tired eyes. Karen moved out a month later. Her house sold to a young couple who waved at Marcus daily. The lot stayed full of his cars, a quiet flex. Neighbors now greeted him with respect, some with guilt. He forgave, but didn't forget. The wooden sign from that night, "Karen's reign ends here," still stood, a relic of a battle no one saw coming. Marcus kept it there, not as a trophy, but as a warning. The world could change, but only if you fought for it. And even then, the scars remained.